95% of dropshippers sleep on the best opportunity to make money, which is right in front of their eyes: Chinese New Year. But in order for you to understand why this is the perfect opportunity to see your first success in e-commerce, we must first talk about what Chinese New Year is and how it is gonna affect you as a dropshipper. When the clock strikes on January 29th, suppliers, factories and shipping providers in China will go on a national holiday break for around 2 weeks, which will end anywhere around February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Sounds pretty bad, right? On top of that, the actual factories manufacturing your products will begin their break around January 11th, which means no new stock for almost an entire month. If you do get any orders between January 11th and February 14th, then don't expect them to be shipped out until at least the week of February 15th to February 22nd. As a dropshipper, you deal with the supplier. The supplier's job is to order smaller quantities from the bulk that's available in the factory and then store these smaller quantities in their own warehouse. They then pass your orders onto a shipping provider like CJ Packet, which then handles logistics and makes sure that your customer receives their order at their doorstep. Now, your supplier is your way in to knowing the exact date when the factory that produces your product is going on break. This enables you to know whether it's too late or not. Most suppliers will close around January 24th, a few days before Chinese New Year starts. But as long as the factory is open, your suppliers can still order stock from the factory and fulfill orders when the factory is closed but the supplier is still active. Now, what can you do about Chinese New Year? A lot of dropshippers and e-commerce brand owners decide to sit back during Chinese New Year and count their profits. I find that not a good decision to make because look, you're running an e-commerce business. As an e-commerce business owner, you need to ensure that your products are available 365 out of 365 days of the year. Just because the suppliers are on break doesn't mean that you can't keep selling the product. The first method of doing this is to do a bulk order. As I mentioned, bulk order your products from the factory to the Chinese supplier. The only limitation of this method is that you're still gonna feel the impact of Chinese New Year because your Chinese supplier is still gonna go on break around January 24th. The second solution is to fulfill outside of China. Now when doing this, there's two paths that you can go down. The first path is to find an overseas factory that works outside of China. This is because for the rest of us, there is no Chinese New Year. Things are still gonna be moving on as normal. The second option is to do a bulk order, but this time you're bulk ordering from China to a warehouse that you've identified abroad outside of China, and then having your own supplier in that country fulfilling the orders. If bulk ordering, make sure to order more product than you'll actually need because you don't want to end up exhausting your supply. If that happens, it will be as if you never prepared for Chinese New Year in the first place. And trust me, you will sell more product than you will anticipate. Why? This is because there's gonna be a gap in the market. More on that later. I recommend you to use CJ Dropshipping because they have warehouses in the US, UK, Europe. And yes, I'm going to leave my affiliate link down below. Now, I do not recommend you to use Zendrop or AutoDS or anything because in my past experience, Zendrop will 100% be closed during Chinese New Year. Now the third solution that you can do during this Chinese New Year break, if it's already too late for you to bulk order your products or find a new factory, is by emailing your customers. Regularly email any customers that ordered your product during Chinese New Year and just educate them that there's gonna be a little bit delay. But if they don't refund their order, you're gonna include a free gift for them, just as a reward for waiting that amount of time. Simply maintaining constant communication with your customers is the best way to circumvent chargebacks or refunds. And on top of that, you're giving them a free gift. So the chance of them actually initiating a refund on you is gonna be so low. And later on in this video, I'm going to share my exact email strategy that I've been using for over a year in order to keep my customers updated during the Chinese New Year. Now that we've spoken about what Chinese New Year actually is, how it's going to affect you, and how you as a dropshipper can continue selling during Chinese New Year as if nothing happened in the first place, we can now talk about why Chinese New Year is the best opportunity to dropship in 2025 quarter one. Unfortunately, a lot of people won't have the chance to watch this video in time. Thus, they'll decide to forfeit the entire around 4 weeks of Chinese New Year. This means that there's gonna be a gap in the market. And this is the time when you as a dropshipper will have the lowest amount of competition possible, lower than any other time of the year. Less competition means a higher chance of success. There will never be another period of time when everybody moves aside and paves the way for somebody else to take the throne. So, what kind of products should you be selling during the Chinese New Year? Valentines, and Valentines. See, I always recommend that if you guys are targeting a specific event, you want to start selling products for that event around 1 to 2 months before the event actually happens. So what I'm saying is the best time to start selling Valentine's products was actually December. You will be advertising way earlier than the big competitors in that niche, giving you an equal chance of success, so that by the time Valentine's is approaching, you're already scaled up and can actually go head to head with these guys. And yes, I follow my own advice. The first ever dropshipping sale I got was on January 11th, 2024, which also happens to be my birthday. And what was I selling on January 11th, 2024 that got me my first sale? A Valentine's product. Which product? The Rose Bear. Hell, you wanna see the ad for proof? Here it is.
Yeah! Such cute packaging. This is big. What's your song? It doesn't look like it's gonna fall apart. Like it's really on there, really good. I'm so impressed with this. So y'all can just talk to the little teddy bear.
Now let's dial it back a bit and talk about how to set up the Chinese New Year email flows, which are going to minimize customer refunds. Now back in 2024, I created a video exactly like this, and in that video, I created this strategy, which still holds strong and is exactly what I am going to follow this year. I would like you to use an app called Klaviyo to create an automated delayed fulfillment email. Now set it up so that it sends this out to all new customers immediately after the first purchase you get. In this email, you basically want to tell your customer that their shipment will be delayed due to the Chinese New Year. So once you're here on the Shopify dashboard, yeah, I know you all see my first sale, thank you. You wanna come over to apps and click on where you downloaded Klaviyo. And once it loads, you want to click on flows and then view all ideas. Now once you're here, you want to search for delayed fulfillment. Don't touch any of these, just click on create flow. And boom, now you're gonna be here in the editor of your email. First thing is I want to change this wait 8 days into wait 3 days. So you just want to click on that box and change it to 3 days. Click save. Easy as that. And now here's where the magic takes place. This box that says email number 1. So click on it, click on the 3 dots and select edit. Now once this opens up, you want to make sure that the email and the sender name are correct to your store's details. And then you want to click here on edit email. Now once you're here in the email editor, you want to click on this text and paste this. Keep text only. Now I'm gonna drop this text in the description below, so be on the lookout for that. So first things first, you just want to come and add spaces between the text so everything looks nice and neat. This text basically addresses your customer by their name. It greets them and it lets them know that the selected items are on back order and won't be able to be shipped by Feb 25th. It also lets them know that we are a small business and are committed to transparency, letting them know that every step of the way we'll be with them to provide them with the information that they need, to let them know that they can trust us and believe us when we say that their orders are going to be shipped soon. It also directs them to our policy link. Remove those brackets there and paste in your policy page link. Also lets them know the time frame for when the product is shipped to when it arrives to them, which here for my product that I was selling for Valentine's is 7 to 12 business days. Let them know that if they have any questions, they can reach out to us through our email. Thanks them for their understanding and support, and let them know that we're excited to get the order to them. Boom, close out, make sure you mention your store's name again, and that's really it. I'm gonna come here and actually edit these. Now to do that, you basically want to type up there dear and then these two weird brackets, first dot name, close that out, do it again, last dot name, close that out, and it will greet them with the first and last name. Now once you read through it and make sure everything is okay, you want to click on save, click return to flow, and now your flow will be here with your new email. Next thing you want to do is actually turn the email on, and to do that you just come down here to the bottom right and change that manual to live. Boom, and the email is now live. Now ideally I would not leave it at this point. I would come and add 2 more extensions to this. So to do that, you want to first come to time delay, drag that in down here. Come on, work. Alright, set a time delay for 5 days, save, add another email, another time delay of 5 days, and the final email. Now you can design these emails however you want. I recommend using ChatGPT because it makes it seamless, and the reason we're doing this is so that they know we are an active company and are not just leaving them in the dust. Because remember, the customer could refund this order at any given moment, so we want to keep them assured every so often that they're going to receive their order. Now at this point, once you're sure that they are all live, you just want to exit and boom, your email automation is live. But that's still not enough, as you still have to change elements of your website, because remember, not everyone who comes to your store is going to purchase, and if you don't tell them in advance that the order will arrive late, even if they do purchase, they might refund it thinking that it will never arrive. So remember to update in this order your announcement bar, your product pages, and your shipping policy. Do not forget these. Now obviously there's no use doing this if you don't already have a profitable store before the Chinese New Year celebrations, so that you can keep pushing your product out. Now I hope from this video you've learned exactly what you need to be doing during Chinese New Year, and you need to start now. I'm gonna try my best to upload this video on January 16th to give everyone, just a fair chance of success early enough, because last year I uploaded the video like 2 days before Chinese New Year. So take advantage of this. Start doing your research now. Start looking for overseas suppliers. Start preparing your emails. And let's all make money with dropshipping. Now before I close out the video, I don't want to hear people in the comments saying, oh, this guy is doing things he doesn't teach. As you can see here, I have 2 stores open right there. One is for my ebooks and one is dropshipping. And as for the dropshipping one, I just started running ads yesterday, as you can see there. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the usual dropshipping video. And until next time, my brothers, stay hard, stay consistent, and just keep grinding. Happy New Year and peace.